Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. We'll be going over Leetcode problem number 596, which is classes with more than 5 students, and it's rated easy. So we first see that we have a table named courses, and in that table there's two columns, one named student and one named class. And we're supposed to write an SQL query to report all the classes that have at least 5 students. So greater than or equal to 5 students. And you can always just think about these prompts as how you would write that in a mathematical statement, because that's going to make it easier when you write your select statement. So if we go down to our test case, we'll see that students are given number delineations, and then classes are just listed, just the classes that are available and the student that's in that class. And in this case, they return math because math shows up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times. And then each of the other classes only show up once. So the first thing we're going to do is just select, and all we want to return is the class name. So we're just going to do class. From, we're given the courses table, so we're just going to do from courses. Then now we want to do a group by statement because we want to find the count of how many students are in each class. So again, a group by is just going to go through the column class, which is just the column class, and it's going to see each distinct value here and give us what we're going to work with next. So we're going to have to use a count to get the number of students in those courses just by how many times they show up in this class column. So group by is just going to give us a way to get each distinct value. So math will only get one distinct value, and then computer will get a distinct value, biology will get a distinct value, and English will get a distinct value. If we didn't use the group by function, we wouldn't be able to do this by the values in the class column. It would just do it for the whole table. So we're going to do group by class. And then now we're down to our where clause, which is just going to say how we want to cut down our values that we get back. So in this case, I said we want to use a count function, which you can't do with a where clause because it's an aggregate function. So in this case, to get around that, you want to do having, because having will allow you to handle aggregate functions. So now we're going to do having count, and all the count function is it's going to count the number of values in a column, or whatever you feed into it. So in this case, we're going to feed in student, and since we use the group by function, we're going to group by class. So we're going to count the number of students in each class. And then to satisfy the prompt, we have at least 5 students, so we could do that as greater than 4 students. We could do greater than or equal to 5 students. It really doesn't matter, just whatever makes sense to you. So in this case, I'm going to do greater than 4, because you have to have at least 5. So now this looks pretty good. When we run this code, we'll see that it does work. And let's see courses. So this does indeed work. You can change this to greater than or equal to 5. This will also work. But if we were to change our having to a where, which you would usually use, this is not going to allow us to do this. And we'll see the error. We get that it's a syntax error. So where count student is greater than or equal to 5, and that's just because you can't use this aggregate count function with a where statement. So we can do having, which again, we'll fix it and we can again get the correct answer. So this was my solution to Leetcode number 596. If you enjoyed it or found it particularly helpful, please leave a like and subscribe, as I'll be going through more Leetcode problems and giving you my approaches to solving them and my thought process when walking through them. If you would like to suggest problems for the future that you'd like me to cover, please leave those in the comments below. Or if you would have approached this problem in a different manner, also let me know how you would do that in the comments below. And I would like to thank you all for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.